The renovation of the 85-year-old Kuppersmith home is finally complete, but it still needs to be furnished and decorated, and there are hundreds of people coming to see it in just a matter of days. There's lots to do and lots to see, so don't miss it. Back in 1926, this house was the newest and best in the neighborhood. For over 50 years, it was the home to the Kuppersmith family, so we named this project after them. While this place was oozing with character, it was sorely lacking many of the things that a family in this century looks for in a home. So our renovation plan for the house had to add comfort, energy efficiency, and a few modern amenities. Our architect, Pete Vallis, hatched a plan that would allow us to add some space on the ground floor for a larger family-style kitchen and a more private master bedroom suite. Then the old cracked plaster walls were opened up so that we could add safer, more modern plumbing and wiring, not to mention heating and cooling for the comfort of the future residents. To make that comfort affordable, we sealed the walls and ceilings with ultra-efficient foam insulation. The old wood windows were also inefficient and in need of repair, so we replaced all of them with new matching insulated units. The new windows have a vinyl cladding on the outside, so they won't require constant maintenance like the old ones. That low maintenance characteristic was a priority, so all of the materials we chose for the outside had to look good and last. It's been over 200 days since we started the renovation of the Kuppersmith home, and today it's 100% complete. Now it's time to make it really feel like a home by putting in tons of furniture and some awesome accessories. But before we do that, I thought you'd have some fun seeing a little before and after to show you just how far we've come. Behind the peeling paint on the old front door, there was, well, more peeling paint in a space with wonderful natural light and a unique fireplace mantel. Well behind the new custom cypress door, there's still plenty of natural light, but now it illuminates crisp, clean walls and cabinetry. The antique heart pine floors can finally grab your attention now that they've been refinished to a warm glow. And that fireplace mantel, well, it's still an eye catcher, but now it's not the only bright spot in the room. The old dining room was just the right size, so very little needed to change here. Just the addition of 2 built-in corner cabinets and more direct access to the kitchen. The staircase in the home was one of my favorite features, but it felt just a little tight. Rather than actually expanding the staircase, we opened up the space around it and rehabbed the balusters, rails, and treads. Just perfect. The old kitchen was lacking the space families want today and wasn't exactly a feast for the eyes either. With our addition, space is certainly no problem now, and the design teams from Marilat and Better Homes and Gardens have combined colors, cabinetry, and counters to form a beautiful kitchen that will certainly be the heart of this home. Next to the kitchen where the old sunroom was, the new family room will also be a popular spot with its wide open space and loads of light. The laundry next to the family room may not be as popular, but it certainly is functional. Going back to the master suite, our new powder room is an enormous improvement over the tiny, almost half bath that used to live under the stairs. The master bedroom itself has a wonderful feel with a custom ceiling and acres of natural light. Off the small hallway to the bath are 2 great walk-in closets. His, a good size on its own, but hers, well, a fella could get lost in there. And the master bath is the retreat people always tell me they want, with loads of natural light, a great spa-like shower, and a wonderful tub for relaxing. But all of these great-looking spaces still look a little bare. So Joe Boehm and his team from Better Homes and Gardens are arriving right now to dress this place out before it's photographed and we show it off to the public. After they take a quick tour,
this is like Christmas, because I don't know what I'm going to find inside these.
They go to work unpacking the mountain of furnishings that have been shipped in.
In a home, I'm usually working with a homeowner, and so, you sort of work around their taste. Here we imagine the ideal homeowner, and then we choose things that we think sort of complement one another, but then...
Joe's just glad there weren't 24 lamps.
Yeah.
He was a little nervous.
I remember ordering a lot of lamps. so we had some options, but I don't think I ordered 24. Yeah, I don't think I ordered 24 lamps.
Well, it should be no secret that this part of the job is not my cup of tea. I really have no idea how to even begin accessorizing a home like this. I mean, what goes on the fireplace mantle? Stuff like this, no idea whatsoever. And this is just a few of the accessories that'll be going inside the Kuppersmith home. Now, they'll be putting down the rugs, they'll be putting in truckloads of furniture, and then this is just the icing on the cake. Best thing for me to do, stay out of the way.
If you have an automatic coffee maker, chances are you have to buy filters. Now these paper filters are great for uses other than filtering coffee. One use is to put them in flower pots to cover up the drainage hole. This way the soil won't wash through. Another one is if you're moving or storing plates and bowls, you can put the paper filters in between just to cushion them so they don't crack or break. Now these are lint-free, which makes the filters great for cleaning mirrors and glass or glass cooktops. You won't have to worry about leaving any streaks or lint behind. But my favorite use is when you're microwaving food. Put the food in a bowl and cover it up with a paper filter. Now when the food heats up and starts spattering, you won't make a mess in the inside of your microwave oven. The paper filter will catch all the spatters. So remember, next time you go out and buy your paper filters, they're good for more than just filtering coffee.
After months and months of renovations, the work on the Kuppersmith project is finally complete. But it won't be the family-friendly retreat we've envisioned until it's decorated. So the interior design team from Better Homes and Gardens and Renovation Style magazines has arrived to turn this newly renovated house into a home. But to do that, there is a mountain of accessories and furniture to go through.
This, I believe, is all Meredith stuff.
Okay.
This stuff is from the Universal Better Homes and Gardens showroom, and I'm not sure where that's from.
So the team carefully makes their way through tons of lamps and flowers.
You're just saying things you know the words to, right? Hydrangea, azalea.
Azalea. Well, I'd have to say it with a very thick set of
That's right. Azalea.
Azalea.
Or lavender lisianthus would be pretty.
I think you're just making up words.
I am.
And drapes.
That all depends on that hood.
95.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
95.
So that's much better.
That's much better.
Much better.
I feel like I'm on, Housewives of Mobile or something.
That's pretty.
And rugs.
I don't think it should be captured on film. Yeah. Oh, wow. How good is that?
And hundreds of other details as the Kuppersmith project begins to take shape.
This quite possibly is in the master bedroom. Then that goes in the family room, I think over the couch. You can open the ottoman, that goes in there.
I guess I can hang those drapes too.
You wouldn't expect this much action to happen without a couple of glitches.
Okay.
But I did find out we're not getting, unless we can send somebody out there ourselves, but the furniture truck is tied up until Friday morning. So we were supposed to get furniture this afternoon at 2, and now we won't have
Friday?
Friday.
But at the end of the day, if Joe is happy, I know I will be too.
I feel more comfortable.
You feel better?
Yes, I do.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, it's true.
All
It's
about Joe
me.
feeling good.
Now that Joe is feeling good, we can start moving in some of the furniture he and the BHG crew have picked out. Everyone is working hard to get everything moved in as quickly and as carefully as possible. And since this is the part of the job that's a little hard for me, it's great to see Joe taking charge.
Let's go this way just a little bit, like 2 inches. There you go. It goes in between the green chairs. One goes at that desk, and then 2 of them come in the dining room. Okay.
As the decorators finish up, the photographers finally move in to capture the images you'll see in Better Homes and Gardens and Renovation Style magazines. While they do, let's check in with Jody for this week's Best New Product.
Now, I'm sure you all know by now about the dual flushing toilet system and how it can save you money and it can also save you water. Well, we've actually shown you how to retrofit your existing toilets to have this type of system. But you know what? We recommended that because usually these toilets are very expensive until now. Take a look at this. American Standard has come out with the EcoFusion, and this is a great toilet that is a true dual flush toilet system, but it's not going to break the bank. And like I said before, the great thing is it's going to save you a lot of water. Let me talk to you about how this works. You've got two buttons. Button number 1 is when you're going to be flushing liquids. Button number 2 is if you're flushing solids. Now, when you push button number 1, which is about 80% of the time that you use the toilet, you only use 1 gallon. When you use button number 2, you're going to use 1.6 gallons. So you can see you've got about a 65% savings of water right there every time you choose the right way to flush.
After 200 days of construction and 2 weeks of decorating, the Kuppersmith home is complete. If you've been following the project for the whole 13 weeks, it's finally time to see the results. Behind the rustic charm of our custom front door waits the entry area Joe created with his wood and glass partition. The window seat and informal hanging space for coats and bags is the first clue that this is a home to be lived in, not just looked at. Beyond the partition, the living room is slightly more formal but still very comfortable. The fabrics, furniture, and accessories that Joe chose for the room work wonderfully with the warmth of the wood floors and the natural light offered by all the new windows. Of course, the centerpiece is that fireplace mantel we worked so hard to preserve. We knew it would be worth it, and obviously it is. The stair hall in this home was one of my favorite features from the beginning, and now that it's opened up, I like it even more. At the top of the stairs, the 2 smaller bedrooms seem larger than they are, thanks to plenty of daylight streaming through the windows. The refinished wood floors add plenty of warmth, and the new woodwork we created in the home's traditional style could make you swear it was the original. The larger upstairs bedroom was once the master, and it could be again if not for the fact that it shares the single upstairs bath. I'm glad we were able to save this fireplace because it's a great complement to this room, and the nook created by the dormer is a perfect spot for this reading chair. The Jack and Jill style bathroom is modest in size but very well laid out, with a double vanity in the walk-through space and the shower and toilet behind a separate door. And if you thought the view of the staircase from the first floor was beautiful, it actually gets better up here from the kids' vantage point. Back downstairs, the formal dining room has all the elegance you would expect in a home of this age. The splashes of color we added in the china cabinets and with the wallpaper panels are set off wonderfully by the light pouring in from the bay windows. Next door, the kitchen continues the traditional theme with simple, clean line cabinets and acres of antique heart pine floors. But mixed in with the old are splashes of new with the contemporary vent hood, appliances, and fixtures. The kitchen is wide open to the family room. This area is light and bright. The massive sliding doors to the back porch get some credit for that, but the colors and materials used here amplify that natural light several times over. The room gives you a calm, peaceful feeling, something most family rooms could benefit from. The recessed entry to the master suite offers it some privacy, and the bedroom itself is exactly the relaxing retreat it should be. Views of the backyard and access to the deck add to the open feeling we gave it with the raised ceilings, and the furnishings look so comfortable they make you just want to take your shoes off and stay. Down the short hallway, the master bath has ample room with its double vanities and vaulted ceiling, but doubtless the most popular features will be the Bain Ultra vessel tub and oversized shower with the Moen IO digital controls. For outdoor relaxing, the back porch will be hard to beat with the new patio furniture Joe picked out, and the motorized screens and skylights will ensure that it's a comfortable place in almost any kind of weather. The paver patio makes the perfect transition from the porch to the beautiful back lawn, and the sound of the flowing water in the fountain adds the perfect soundtrack for relaxing. Garages are meant to be functional by nature, and this one can do a lot more than just house cars. It's a good size to start with, but it's also well organized to maximize the available floor space, and it looks good to boot. The outside of this home stays true to its roots. Lots of cool angles and different materials put together in interesting ways. But because those materials are low maintenance, it should look this way for years and years to come.
You can't believe how proud I am right now. Everything's complete, it's completely furnished, so it's time for a completion celebration. Come on and join me.
This is the first time to see the Kuppersmith Project for many of our partners who help make it possible. So it's particularly enjoyable to be able to give them this tour and introduce them to the people who put it all together. It also gives me a chance to say thank you to these folks, the people behind the scenes providing products and materials, the visionaries who put together the design, and the craftspeople who carried the plan through with excellence. While everybody here enjoys a well-deserved break, we'll take one too for Thinking Green. I'll be one of the first ones to admit that some of the green ideas out there really don't make a lot of sense at first glance. One good example is the push to use organic cotton. Truthfully, I thought all cotton is organic by nature, but the difference is that organic cotton is grown without the use of toxic pesticides. Now that may not seem important, but many farmers use more insecticide on cotton than any other single crop, and that can cause leaching and runoff into the water table. But organic cotton farmers use natural fertilizers like compost and animal manure that release nitrogen already in the soil. So when it's time to buy more linens or t-shirts, look for the organic cotton label on the package. It's a smart way of supporting a healthy green for everyone. I bought this house over 2 years ago, and I pretty much knew at that time what I wanted to do to the house to make it very family friendly, low maintenance, and very energy efficient. So I put the design teams together and they helped me put my vision on paper. Then we went to work for over 200 days with some of the best craftsmen in the country to get it to the point where we could turn it over to Better Homes and Gardens and Renovation style to decorate it and turn a modest home into an absolute showplace. We're so proud of it. We also want to say thanks to our sponsoring partners for making the Kuppersmith Project possible. Braun Newton, Generac, Marilat, Moen, Fiberon, Frog Tape, Gladiator Garage Works, Phantom Screens, Rust-Oleum, and Schlage. Plus some other folks that helped make this project possible.